Hey everyone, this is Clossi, and today I'm going to start a little mini-series. It'll be a very short series, but basically I'll be going over the game I played in the First American Go Association Pro Exam played on the Tygem Go Server. So basically, this game was the first game, the first weekend, or round one, game one. There was multiple games throughout each round, and the rounds took place on different weekends. I made it to round two, but unfortunately I got eliminated in round two. But I got to play several games out of it, and I think you guys will find them interesting. I did not play round two, or game two of round one. Round one, game two, my opponent was a no-show, so I got a default win, so I will not be going over that video. This was the only game I played in round one, or the first weekend, and it's against Tina Zan. And I guess we'll go right into it. So here we go. Recently, the reason I haven't uploaded a video in the past week or so is because I've been working on a website called Clossi Web, whoops, ClossiusReviewRoom.com. That's the website name, and it should be up and running soon, but it's still got a lot of work to do, so hopefully, if you want to check that out, I mean, right now, I don't think you can access it just yet until they get some things processed. But once it's up, and I hope that should be up in the next couple days, I'm going to try and get a forum on there, and everyone should be able to start talking and asking questions, answering questions, and hopefully I'll get a good little website going. But yeah, that should be up soon, and it'll still be in the beginning stages, so don't expect too much. I'm really hoping that the forum will be up and running good enough here soon, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And also, I recently noticed I got 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I'm very happy that I've reached 1,000. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it's very exciting that I've reached 1,000 subscribers. You have no idea. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so here we go. So black starts off with this approach, and I pincer because I do not want to give black the mini Chinese. This is also fine for white, but I normally like playing games where I don't give my opponents the opening that they want to play if I can help it. So yeah, I played this attachment, and going over this later, someone told me that this was wrong, that just this attachment's good enough. It's proper shape and whatnot. So I go for this attachment, and then black takes the corner. So yeah, this result is slightly favorable for black. It's a little bit better for black. But I did get thickness facing this open corner, so it's not too bad for me. We play out the Joseki, and I approach. Black pays this pincer to negate my influence on the bottom, and I fight with black. Black plays this peep, and I play this attachment. Now this attachment, the reason I played it is to try and get good shape here. If I make good shape here, this black stone can become very weak against my thickness, and I'll be using my thickness to attack, so at the time I thought it was pretty good, but just this connect is good enough. This is proper. Even if black makes a base, black is still weak inside of the white stones, and it's not too bad. White's still fine. So yeah, I played here, here, and so black tries to make shape quickly. Black plays very lightly in this area because black thinks I've got both the corners, or half this corner and this corner. So black, as long as black makes good shape very fast, then black should be fine here. But I don't want black to make shape so easily. So I go here. This, though, is also a mistake. Just here or here is fine. Yeah, as you can tell, I did a lot of reviewing over this game. The idea, I think, is good to split black and try and fight here because I have thickness, I want to fight. But this move just makes things, this is just not good for white. Of course, in the game, I see that this isn't good for me. So I've already read out a variation from here to try and make this more complicated. And if it gets more complicated, a chance for me to take advantage of the situation can show up. So I play this ko. This ko, if I lose, it's very bad for me. So it's a very heavy ko for me. But if I win, I can take complete advantage of the bottom area. And I have ko thrust over here, so I think this ko is playable. I mean, after I've already made the mistake of cutting right here. So I can ko threat, take, black takes the eye, I can ko threat. And this cut right here is a ladder, so there's no, I don't have to connect there for a while. Black takes, and I go here. The reason I play here is because, yeah. Trying to remember here. This was to help this cut and make sure that black cannot play this attachment right here afterwards. But but after reviewing the game, this move wasn't necessary. It's just not needed. Just gives black shape, and I shouldn't do that. Black pushes. I think this push is not good. Because later, you might want to play this. Like if this stone gets taken right here. Oh, sorry, can't take that immediately. Okay, so if later this stone gets taken, black can push right here, force white to connect, and then take, and it'll be a ko to cut off the bottom. So I don't know if that push is needed or necessary, so I think it's a mistake to play it. Then black jumps, and I could just jump here, but I was worried that as soon as black jumps, black's on the outside and white feels uncomfortable here. So I played an attachment to try and gain shape here, and that's what you usually want to do. According to Proverbs, when you're weak, you want to attach to get strong. So black still plays that move, but now I have this Hane, which I didn't have if I would have played this 1-point jump. So I play this, make shape, and I fix my cut with the peep. And now I start playing very quickly, because this is a fight to get ahead, because whoever gets ahead here can surround the other and can get the outside moves. And the outside moves in a fight are very important because the outside moves will affect the rest of the board. If you're defending or living on the inside, your moves will only affect the local situation and will have no effect on the rest of the board. So getting outside here is kind of important. And I make shape here. Defend. From what I read, this Hane works, but yeah, you'll see why this isn't as good as I thought it was. Well, no, I think this is still fine. You'll see what I'm worried about. It's hard to find the mistake. This cut right here doesn't work right now because if black cuts, white connects. And now, if black tries running here, I can run here. And it looks like black is weaker than white. So I figured I could fight this. But black plays this. And at first, I'm fine with this because once you read this out, I connect and I threaten this cut. And so I assumed my opponent was going to connect and I disconnect and I was fine, right? The problem is this Atari. Once black makes this exchange, I get the bottom, but black gets a big Ponuki. And this Ponuki is very powerful. So white isn't far behind, but I'm going to say the position is slightly better for black. And white has Sente, so yeah, so this exchange I felt was slightly better for black, so I thought maybe I messed up somewhere. But it's really hard to say because I think the real mistake was just this cut was not necessary. So I think I did okay. And then I played this approach. Here, after thinking about it, I think a high approach would be more proper here. This slightly deals with the Ponuki, and it gives black a big corner, so that's why we usually don't play it. But in this case, it feels like I'm able to reduce the effectiveness of this Ponuki. And so I think a high approach would be okay here. But I low approached, which is also fine. Black played this attachment, and as you can see, this right side's becoming very huge. So I go in to do something about that. And yep. So I take the corner, black gets a big influence, and it's true I could have, if right here, I could have just gone into 3-3 immediately. So had I done this, 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 it looks okay. I mean, I think this might actually be better than the game, but my thought in the game was I want to be difficult here because this area is very big for black, and I wanted to make it hard for my opponent. I think just Hane and then 3-3 is best. Also, I think I was seeing this variation. And then white has the choice to connect here or here. And I didn't like this. So I opted for this in the game. I'm not sure if this is a good move or not though. Definitely made the game a little bit more difficult for my opponent though. Because it's an uncommon move, so you have to rely on your ability to come up with your own local Joseki versus knowing the Joseki out of the Joseki book. So I thought it was an interesting little maneuver I played. And I play here to get a stone there, and I extend, and so I'm trying to make territory very quickly. Because black has this right side, but I also have the bottom, and right now that corner is very huge. So white's not too far behind. And not to mention I still have Komi at 6.5 points. Hopefully this is probably too close. Because I'm not just gonna respond. Black's thinking my large Shamari has Aji. So black's trying to push that, and black wants me to respond right here to fix the corner and then jump back. But yeah, I'm not gonna go along with my opponent's plan. You just don't want to do that. Fighting here is much more useful. Or realistic. You can't win a game by going along with your opponent's plans. And so each of these moves, I considered ignoring each of these three moves. The first move I pretty much had to respond to, but these two moves I was reading to see if I could ignore or not, but I pretty much have to respond, so. Here, black starts playing, black misreads and starts putting herself in a very bad position because she thinks this works and it does not. She reads it and now she sees that it doesn't work. Because after I played this Hane, she thought that after Shinobi's here, it would be fine. The problem here is, what was it? Oh yeah, I go here, she goes here, I go here. See, it looks obvious now, but right here, she just rushed her reading and didn't read it through fully. So she missed right here. At least that's the thing. I mean, I'm not her, so I don't know really what she thought, but that's what I'm assuming she thought. But I had already read it through, and I knew she couldn't connect. So, whoops, that's not the game. So I stopped her connection. And she obviously resists here. And there is a good bit of reading going on here. So I have to watch the liberties of every single stone in this, and she does too. And she's on the inside, so if one mistake by her, she dies. But one mistake by me, and she takes the top side and kills these 3 stones. So I'm doing what I can to make shape, and then I kill this stone. So she realizes that this fight is very bad for her, so she takes what she can. She takes what she can here. And I think here, actually, she might have thought that she could still work with these stones by attacking these, but after this, the black stones die. There's no way out. And I think you can read this on your own or play it on your own. I don't think I need to go through these, but black can't get out. Black doesn't have the liberty to get out. So black connects, and I fix my shape. And black took the outside. So black got the outside, but I got the top. So now white is leading. Yeah, white is leading. Here, though, I only have a small lead. So I start getting really worried about how big the center is. So I go ahead and start reducing the center, and I do it very quickly. And I think I do it too... I think I worried about the center a little too much here. Because I play here, and don't get me wrong, this move threatens a lot. But I give up this to do it. I'm not sure how valuable it is. Because if I just connect, black place here, I still have these kinds of moves. And then maybe something like this. These 2 stones aren't completely alive yet. Actually, I can do this. So yeah, I think my idea was just getting too... I was getting too worried about black center, and I rushed in. But after black at this, I don't know... It's not too terrible for me because I'm not going to give up a group without getting something in return. So I get this big reduction here. Come on now. Yeah, so I get this big reduction here, and black thinks she can cut, but realizes immediately I have the ladder. I take, she fixes, and I've reduced her center a lot. So I should come through and cut now. But I honestly, in the game, I did not see that cut, and I just got too greedy. Yeah, in the game I just didn't see that cut, and I don't know why. It's so obvious afterwards. But I was so busy counting the points that I just neglected to see that cut. That's very bad of me. And after these exchanges, the cut is no longer useful. Because it's too hard to attack these 3 stones now. Then I play here. This is likely an overplay. So now I start thinking about cutting through here and attacking this whole group, but this is just an overplay. It isn't good for me. And here I make a huge mystery. And I mean a huge mystery. It very nearly cost me the game. So I'll show you, like, when Black cut, or actually when I Hana'd, I read this cut, and I'll show you up to the point where I read. So I read up to here. Now, what I read was, if I go here, Black goes here, there's no way out for Black. So that's what I was reading. Unfortunately, Black and Hana here. I didn't see this back then, and it was a really bad mistake of me. I mean, at my level, I'm very capable of seeing this Hana. It should have been kind of obvious, but in my defense, I was in Bioyomi, so I was kind of trying to read all of this in 30 seconds. But yeah, it's a very big misread, and I should not make misreads like this because it nearly cost me the game. Luckily, though, I do find a variation to counterattack this group, and yeah, it saved my butt, basically. So now we make the exchange, but unfortunately these stones have now died. And considering I was leading because I have more solid points on the board, it was not good of me to do. So right now, Black kills this group, and in the game, I'm thinking it's pretty close. Because as I said, I wasn't buying Yummy, so I didn't have time to count the board to exactly. I just knew it was close enough that I should count. But actually, at the end, I ended up winning by 9 points. So, thinking about it from that, I'm probably a good deal ahead because I have 3 dead groups now. White has 2, but I have a lot of points too. Well, that came out quick. I have 3 dead groups. Black has 2, and we both have a lot of territory. So you want to count, but White has a comfortable lead. I mean, if I won by 9 points, it's pretty comfortably. Or yeah, that's a pretty comfortable lead. And basically, the rest of the game is USA. So I'm just gonna click through here because all the exciting stuff pretty much happened, and the rest of this is just USA. And USA, you'll improve as you get stronger, and that just comes naturally. And so all the big fights and big reading things have already happened. This is very huge. I'm surprised neither of us saw this. We were both in Bioyomi, but still, this is really huge, and luckily I saw it first. Because that could be a game-deciding difference. Oh, actually, I won the game by 6.5 points, but I think the game settings were incorrectly set, and I didn't have Comey, so afterwards I looked at it, and I believe I won by 15.5 it was. So yeah, I had a pretty comfortable lead. But in the game, I didn't see that at all, and it was really challenging. Because I'm stressing about every single point because I have no idea if I'm winning or losing right now. And yeah, so here's Yoshi. A funny little story about this game, though. Originally, I was paired up with a 6-on, and so I thought I was going to be eliminated right off the bat. Luckily, though, the 6-ons and higher were already seeded for round 2 on the next weekend, and my opponent Tina also was facing a hide-on, so neither of us had to play our hide-ons, and we ended up just getting paired with each other. so we didn't have to play the 6-ons or higher that we were supposed to. Now, because our opponents were 6-ons, it turns out that we were, yeah, here, I didn't see this move, and I played a dame, and it cost me like 2 points. And I was very upset about that. But, as it turns out, both of us had already qualified for round 2, and we had no idea. So this game, actually, we played didn't matter at all, but when we played it, we thought it was of great importance because we had no idea. We thought it was part of the tournament. So I'm still going to classify this as the first game of the tournament because we still played this with the rules of the tournament, and we thought it was a tournament game, so why not? So technically speaking, I got to buy my first weekend, but I had to play a serious game because I didn't know. Still, I did get this nice game record out of it, and that's usually my biggest goal in tournaments. If ever I enter a tournament, I don't really care about the prize money because while it's true getting prize money is nice, I usually spend more money going to the tournament than I do in prizes. So my goal, and what I recommend your goals being if you ever go to a tournament, is to get nice game records. That's what you want. Yeah, that's what you want to get when you go to a tournament, is the best game records you can have. And these are what I play tournaments for, is to have the best game records I can play, where I'm playing at a very high level, and I'm really into it because it's a tournament game. You always play better in tournaments. So these are the kinds of, this is what I aim for when I play in the tournament. And then, of course, I take it to my teacher, and my teachers tell me how bad I did in the tournament. Nonetheless, though, these are the reasons I play in tournaments, and this game, I ended up winning by 9 points, though with Comey, I think it was 15.5 points. So yeah, that's my first game of the tournament, and I will be back with videos of the other games. Kind of annoying note, round 2, I was paired up with a 6-don, a 5-don, and a 7-don. Those are the 3 games I had to play. And I actually won one of them, so I was pretty happy. And I think I put up a good fight, but yeah, actually, no, I'll just wait until you guys see those games. I won't give you any spoilers. So yeah, until then, I will see you next time. Bye.